What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of reactions, reviews, and rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to DragonForce. Yes, indeed. DragonForce fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bobbity-bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Radoslav Bukowski, and Radoslav wanted to see me react to this song by DragonForce called Valley of the Damned. Now, have I heard this song before? This is where things are gonna get a little weird. I can't say for certain whether I've heard the song or not, but I'm also not gonna lie to you folks, the title, Valley of the Damned, that is kind of ringing some bells in the back of my mind. Like I feel like I've heard it, but here's the thing. Looking at the title, like when I see a title of a song that I know I've heard, I'll look at the title and the main melodic line will instantly pop in my head, or the chordal progression will instantly pop in my head, or the chorus will instantly pop in my head. Nothing is popping into my head from a musicality standpoint. All I'm getting is some flashing red lights that Valley of the Damned, the title sounds familiar. I don't know. I honestly do not know if I've heard this song or not. I may have, I may not have. I'll tell you this, I'm always going to be straight with you guys, and if I start listening to this song and my suspicions are confirmed and I go, oh yeah, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by DragonForce, no shock there, and the video has 2.8 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. DragonForce, Valley of the Damned, live. Awesome. Okay, so even if I start listening to the song and I do recognize it, at the very least, I can do a reaction to the live performance. So we're going to have a reaction no matter what. Thankfully. Whew, I feel a great sense of relief there. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
This one's called Valley of the Damned.
Already got the crowd interaction going. Stage energy. Get player moving around. Does not sound familiar.
Dark winter night, hit by a stormy light. A battle rages for the right, for what will become. In the valley of the damned, a warrior with sword in hand, he travels fast across the land for freedom he rides. Yet the sun for the master on high.
There we go.
Screams aloud iniquity and the cry for the kingdom of fire and ice and the power to be alive. Be strong, ride on, carry on through.
Let me start off by putting everybody's mind at ease here. I have not heard this song. I have not. I would know if I've heard this song before because of the extensive use of straight time that they're utilizing with the snare on 2 and 4. I can't think of too many DragonForce songs that utilize straight time as much as this song has so far. Usually they're in a double time feel. Usually. No, they definitely used the double time feel. They kicked into it for sure. After about the second half of the verse, they kicked into that double time feel. And then they, of course, through the chorus, stuck to the double time feel. But it's that I'm going to be straight with you folks. I like that straight time feel. It's in stark comparison to the double time feel. It feels kind of relaxed. I know they're not. I know they're not sitting back in the pocket. Okay, I know they're not trying to create a swing feel or something like that. But it does have kind of a relaxed feel to it, which really kind of allows us as the listeners to really, kind of lay back with it a little bit and really get into the groove and appreciate it. I dig that straight time part. When they do switch to the double time feel, they demonstrated both snare on the downbeats and on the upbeats. So they show some versatility there, which is nice. I'm digging the song. The chordal progression, it's nice. I like how we're switching from the E minor up to the G major. That's nice. Utilizing the G major for the chorus. G up to the, I think it's up to the 5th. Do, do, do. Down to the 5th. No, wait. Hold on. Is it? Let me hear it again. Let me hear this chorus again one more time. I love that. I love that straight time, man. I really do. Down to the 3rd, G to the D to the E to the B, down to the 3rd. It's the major 3rd of the G, but it sounds because we're in E minor. Okay, I see what they're doing there. Okay, never mind. Down to the B, and then they go to the C, I think. Yeah, C to the G, back to the C, back to the D. Yep. Yeah, back to the C, back to the D, and then resolve back to the E minor. Okay. Not quite predictable. I'm going to be honest with you folks, when they were doing it, they went to the G, to the C, no, G to the D, to the E. I thought they were going to go to the C. They went to the B instead. That's what was throwing me off. G to the D, to the E, to the B, to the C, to the G, back up to the C, to the D, wash, rinse, and repeat. G, D, E, B, C, G, C, D, and then resolve to the E minor. It makes perfect sense. It absolutely does. I'm used to hearing DragonForce stick around more around the 1, the 5, the 6, and the 4, not really utilizing the 3. So it's different, but I like it. I definitely like it. And now we're back onto the straight time. was a fact. On the offbeats. I did not see that Decelerando coming. That came out of nowhere. And ooh, it sounds good. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, please. More of that. Very effective. Especially coming off of this this solo. Oh man, I have so much to say about what's happening on stage. Oh my God. I'm going to put every other band, every other prog band, every other power metal band, all these fans of these bands who make excuses for their favorite, man, I'm going to put all of you on blast in just a little bit. Brace yourselves. You might want to go get some protective gear. You might want to, protect your arms, protect your head, protect your chest, because, man, I'm going to be coming out guns blazing. Oh my God. Oh, you just have no idea. None of you are safe. None of you are safe. I'm going to take no prisoners, and I'm going to show no mercy. Oh my God. Anyway, let's check out this Decelerando section again. Let's see. I'm not even exactly sure how they got to it. Was it a Decelerando, like gradual, or was it just a sudden drop in tempo? I'm not sure. It was a Decelerando. Good. Crowd interaction.
Ladies and gentlemen, on guitar, Mr. Sam Trotman. On the keyboards, Mr. Benny Pujolov.
Playing two different keyboards at the same time.
G. Anzalone. On the bass, Mr. Frederick Leclerc. On guitar, Mr. Herman Lee. Thank you, Japan. We are DragonForce. See you next year. Thank you.
Hey, Herman. Oh, jeez. Oh, everybody is in for a beating. Woof. It's going to be savage. Oh my God, it's going to be bad. Okay. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to keep this video maybe under 20 minutes. I don't know. No, it ain't gonna happen. I got way too much to say. Oh, good Lord. Let me just preface before we close this out. Let me just preface. DragonForce fans, feeling you, okay? Feeling you. I promise you guys are safe. You have nothing to worry about. It's all of the other power metal groups and all of the other prog groups that are in for it. Oh man. Woo! It folks, it ain't gonna be pretty. If you're a DragonForce fan, you might want to grab some popcorn because we're gonna be here for a while, and you don't want to miss the show. It's gonna be entertaining. The fireworks are gonna be going off in style.
I'm going to style and profile for you for about 30 seconds.
Oh boy. All right, here we go. Let me get my thoughts together. Make sure I didn't miss anything. And I'll see you in the review. And oh, Nelly, am I ever going to cut loose? Yeah, we're going to talk all about this. Well, there you go, folks. That was DragonForce with a live performance of a tune entitled Valley of the Damned. This was a request from Radoslav Bukowski. Okay. Man, I had this score in my head, honestly, about I would say at about the 6-minute mark. I had this score in my head, and I'm really glad to say that the score did not change. It was pretty much a done deal. About almost, not quite, but almost 3/4 of the way through the video, basically. It didn't change. It didn't change, and honestly, the main reason it didn't change is it didn't have a whole lot of room where it could have moved up any further. So, you know, this is This is definitely one of the higher scores that I've given on the channel. Not the highest, but it's one of the highest for sure. You'll see what I mean. Let's get to the score, and yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this, I promise. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that overall presentation a 9.5. Yep, 9.5. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score I feel this performance deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 9.5. What does that mean? Well, a 9.5 would translate to an outstanding, amazing, impressive skill rating because honestly, between the song and the live performance, this was an outstanding, amazing, and impressive presentation. It would also get 5 out of 5 stars and an A+ letter grade. Yes, an A+. So there you go, a 9.5, outstanding, amazing, impressive skill rating, 5 out of 5 stars, and an A+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Oh boy, so much to talk about. All right, I'm gonna try to keep it reasonably within a reasonable time frame, but folks, the only thing I can promise is I'm going to try. I make no guarantees here. Let's start with the song itself first. Okay, let's start with the songwriting. Now, we have heard DragonForce write songs that are very, how should I put this? They follow a very similar roadmap, okay? So I'm not going to say it sounds the exact same. I'm not going to say every DragonForce song sounds the same because it doesn't. There's definitely differences in each and every song that they do. First thing that comes to mind with this song is the usage of straight time. Wow, that's not something you hear very often from DragonForce. Usually DragonForce kicks off in the double time feel and they don't let up. So for them to utilize the straight time the way they did, especially with the beginning of the song kicking off and starting with the straight time, and then the main riff being in the straight time, and then the first half of the verse also being in the straight time. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of sitting here, you know, as they're going through the first verse, I'm wondering to myself, when are we gonna go into the double time? It's DragonForce. They've got to go into double time at some point. And sure enough, as if my question were answered from on high, boom, halfway through the verse, we go into the double time feel. The double time feel with snares on the downbeats on 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, once we get into the chorus, we went into, I'm sorry, not the pre-chorus, not the chorus, the pre-chorus. The pre-chorus, we had the snares on the ands, on the upbeats, which was a nice switch up. You know, there's two ways you could do the double time feel. Snares on the downbeats, snares on the upbeats. And they did them both within the second half of the verse and the pre-chorus. We get to the chorus, we go back to the snares on the downbeats again, it was upbeats, I'm sorry. Still on upbeats. And as soon as we went back into the main riff again, we went back into the straight time. And then the first half of the second verse, also straight time. So it does wash, rinse, and repeat. Yes, absolutely it does, up until the solo sections. Now, once the solo sections kicked in, all bets were off. You know, we're gonna go in some, we're gonna go on some different tangents. We're gonna stay true to the form of the song. Yes, we're not gonna make the solo section sound like a completely different song. No, we're not gonna do that. But we're gonna definitely take the solo section in directions and ways that make the solo section stand out on its own within the context of the song. I love that. I love everything about it. Has some really fun things happening within that solo section. We had Herman and the keyboard player doing a syncopated duet. They're both playing the exact same notes at the exact same time. And then they would kick it over to the other guitar player. He would solo for a bit. They came back, and the keyboard player and Herman would again, play the exact same notes at the exact same time, syncopated. Take it back to the guitar player over on stage left, and then the two guitar players came together to do the harmonizing solo, which I really dug. I thought that was really nicely done. And each time, whenever somebody was soloing, whoever was not soloing switched to chords and helped fill out the sound. Everybody was playing at all times during the solo section. Bass player and drummer were setting the foundation, and then whoever was soloing, and whoever was not soloing was filling out the sound. Really nice job. Great communication. Vocals on this, very nicely done. I gotta say, I dug the vocals on this. Some great range, some fantastic range, really getting up there at times. And yet, whenever he would get up there, I never got the sense that the vocals were getting thin, or they were getting nasally, or they were getting pinched. I never, ever got that sense. The vocals sounded strong, full, projected, powerful, supported from start to finish throughout the entire song. So kudos to that vocalist, not only hitting his notes and singing in key, but doing it in a way that demonstrated a great range with some amazing power, tone, support, projection, the whole shebang. So good on him. I have absolutely no complaints about the vocals whatsoever. Bass and drums, I know I haven't talked about them a whole lot. They did an outstanding job of setting the foundation for the song. They absolutely did. Some fantastic fill work from the drummer. There were a number of fills, transitional fills that he pulled off that caught my attention. They absolutely did. Bass player, if I'm being honest, I mean, he did a fine job. He really did. For this style of music, I mean, could he be flashier? Could he be fancier? Here's the thing, he could be, and I know he's capable of it, but you're going to lose quite a bit of the body of the song if you do. So I think he did a smart move, keeping it, somewhat simple, for the song, comparatively to what everyone else was doing. He kept it kind of bare bones basic, which was good because you could count on hearing that bass, and you could hear it in the mix pretty clear as day. I mean, you had to search a little bit, but not much. Now, overall, I dug the song. I absolutely dug the song. I had a great time listening to it, and I loved the ending with that decelerando. Jun, 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 jun. And I was like, it kind of snuck by me the first time. I wasn't sure. I was like, did they decelerando? Did they slow down gradually, or did they just drop in tempo? I missed it. So I went back and listened to it again, and sure enough, it was a quick decelerando. And then they had the ending section where the lead singer introduced all the members of the band, which we're going to talk about more in just a little bit. No, I dug the song. I would give the song on its own, I would give the song probably about 8.6, 8.7, somewhere in there. But wait a minute, I'm giving this a 9.5. What in the world happened there? Well, and this is where the fun begins. If you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you already know what I'm gonna say. So say it with me, kids.
Sing it out one time.
A live show can help your score, or it can hurt your score. And we definitely had it help the score significantly. Like I said, from like an 8.6, 8.7, all the way up to a 9.5. First of all, let's get the simple stuff out of the way. Let's just go down the checklist. So, how many check marks did they get? How many do you think they got? You're probably right. Stage presence, check, definitely. They look like performers, they act like performers, and there's absolutely no doubt they got the stage presence down pat. Stage energy, yep, lots of stage energy, a lot more than I was expecting. It was great to see all the stage energy that we had, and not just from one person. The only person that really couldn't perform any type of stage energy was the drummer, because he's kind of a slave to his instrument. Everybody else that could move around was moving around and moving around a lot. So yes, stage energy gets a big check. Stage interaction, are you kidding me? There was a lot of stage interaction happening. I saw the lead vocalist interact with everybody on the stage. I saw the two guitar players interact with each other. I saw Herman and the keyboardist interact with each other. I saw the bassist interact with Herman. I saw the bassist interact with the other guitar player. I mean, everybody was interacting with everybody for the most part. So yeah, lots of stage interaction. That's another big check. Crowd interaction, again, another big check. Most of the work was done by the lead vocalist, yes, but he did it a number of times. He did it at the beginning of the song, not the beginning of the video. When the song started, he started right off with interacting with the crowd. As the song was coming to a close, he interacted big with the crowd again. And multiple times throughout the rest of the song, he was constantly pointing to the crowd, interacting with the crowd, engaging the crowd while he was singing, looking at the crowd. I mean, what more do you want? Not only him, but everybody else in the band was interacting with the crowd too. The keyboard player was interacting with the crowd. The guitar players, both of them were interacting with the crowd. I saw the bass player multiple times interacting with the crowd. Everybody took it upon themselves to interact with the crowd. The only person, oh no, no, I saw the drummer interact with the crowd too. When he was doing some of his double kick runs, he would use his sticks and point out to the crowd before going back into playing again. So yeah, even your drummer is interacting with the crowd, you know you got crowd interaction down pat. So that again gets another huge check. Showmanship, yep, again, a big check. Everybody on stage putting on a great show, utilizing those ego blocks, jumping up on the ego blocks, playing to the crowd, interacting with the crowd. And when they're done, they didn't just step off. No, they jumped knees high off the ego blocks. And a number of times, they didn't just jump off. They jumped and spun around as they jumped off the ego blocks. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's visually stimulating. There was that part where the keyboard player was up at the front playing on his guitar. You know, he was and the two guitar players went into their dual harmonizing solo. So he plays. What does he do? Gets down on one knee, leers into the crowd. Yep. Love it. Love everything about it. And it wasn't just them. I saw a lot of showmanship from the lead vocalist. I saw showmanship from the bass player. I saw showmanship from their drummer. A ton of showmanship. So yes, again, another big check. Production. Yeah, the lighting looked designed. I saw a number of times the lights synced up with what was happening in the song, changing color on the accents. Yes, absolutely. Plus the spotlight work was really nice. The spotlights knew exactly who to shine on when someone was soloing. So yeah, I'll give production the check too. This is how we're coming up from, like I said, 8.6, 8.7 for the song. It's a great song on its own. It's a great song. But that live show, oh man, that kicked it up. Now, here's where the fun really begins.
So we're all gonna go to school right here for a couple of minutes.
Quite often I will do reactions to bands in the vein of DragonForce, you know, power metal. Some would even go as far as to call it prog metal. And I won't really talk about the live show a whole lot. Or I'll even go further. I will flat out criticize the live show or lack thereof. And I love it when people try to defend their favorite band. And I'm just the first one that comes to mind, Blind Guardian. They're the first one to come to mind. Halloween is up in there too. Absolutely, Halloween's up in there as well. There have been a number of times, a number of performances where their performance was non-existent. Let's call a spade here. There wasn't anything. The people on the stage literally just stood in their spots and played their instruments. Now, they played the song cleanly, absolutely, but if you want to listen to the song performed cleanly, you could stay home, plug in some headphones, turn on some stereo speakers, and listen to the studio version at home. It'll be flawless, I guarantee you. It'll be absolutely flawless. And a lot of these people, I'll start criticizing their favorite band, whether it be Blind Guardian, Halloween, Dream Theater, whoever the case may be, Fates Warning, whoever the case may be, and I'll start criticizing their live show and saying it was, lackluster. It was boring. That's exactly what it was. It was boring, and because there was nothing to see, nothing happened. And these fans of these bands will come to the defense of their favorite band. God love them, absolutely. I can respect the loyalty to the brand. I absolutely can, and I understand it. But at the same time, if you're not able to look at facts and you're not able to look, at your favorite band objectively and hold them accountable, then you're just going on blind devotion. That's all it is. It's not fandom. It's blind devotion. Be very careful when it comes to blind devotion. It can lead you astray. It absolutely can. So they'll sit there and they'll make the comments. Well, they don't need to move around. We don't expect them to move around. They're focusing on their playing. The music is the most important part, and they need to focus on their musicianship. Well, here's the problem I have with that. We have a band here, DragonForce, performing a song, Valley of the Damned. It's the end of the show. So they've been playing for however long they've been playing for, an hour, hour and a half, whatever. They've been playing out their entire show. And they're wrapping it up. They're tired. They left it all out there. But yet they're still performing physically at this level. Along with having the amazing musicianship. Along with playing an amazingly written song. And yet they're able to do it. They're able to go out on stage and put on an amazing, absolutely amazing visual show. No pyro, no cryo, no lasers, no jumping through flaming hoops, no being shot out of a cannon. No, that's still my favorite to this day. None of that. Just going out there and putting on the best show they can with their own physical bodies. That's all I really look for, guys. It really is. All the other things, all that production, pyro, cryo, as Paul Stanley once told me, that's just money. It's just money. You put the work in yourself. So to all those fans of all those other bands who sit there and say, I'm being too harsh, I expect too much, I have unrealistic expectations, all I gotta say to you guys is one word. Well, it's technically two words, but it forms one word because there's no space in there. DragonForce.
Now, who can argue with that? Rabbit!
That is gonna be my answer from now on. Every time someone complains, oh, well, what? But these musicians are focused on playing. Really? That's your excuse. That's your okay. Let's tackle some more excuses here. We don't expect them to, jump through hoops and be shot out of a cannon. Okay, that's your excuse? Really? That's your argument. Okay, I'm about to discredit all of those arguments right now. You ready? It's not going to be pleasant. It's going to hurt. It's going to sting. It's going to hurt real bad. I'm probably going to bruise a lot of egos. And I'm going to probably lose. I'll be honest with you. I am prepared to lose hundreds of members of the fan base over what I'm going to say, because quite frankly, I'm tired of these, useless, pointless debates and these people making up these lame excuses. So I'm prepared to lose hundreds. I absolutely am. And if you feel compelled to leave, leave. Don't tell me in the comments you're gonna leave. I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it. Just leave, okay? Here we go. Hope you got your armor on, because this is gonna really suck. It's not the fact that I have high expectations. I mean, granted, I do. I absolutely do. But maybe it's more to the point that you're okay. You are okay settling for mediocrity. Maybe you're just not setting your expectations high enough. Maybe you're okay with, your favorite band just standing there. Or maybe it's something else. Maybe your favorite band is incapable. Ooh, there's an idea. Maybe your favorite band isn't able to play at that level and do the things that DragonForce is able to do.
That's the fact, Jack! That's a fact, Jack!
Maybe your favorite band isn't as good as you originally thought they were.
You like that, girl? That's hardcore.
There you go. How about that? That's a possibility, isn't it? Absolutely it is. Have we ever seen your favorite band do what DragonForce did while playing the complex song that they were playing? Don't think so. Don't think we have. So, like I said, it's going to suck what I'm going to say, and it's going to hurt, and it's going to sting. But quite frankly, I am sick and tired of these apologists and these people making excuses for their favorite band when they just go out there on stage. They play the song perfectly. Absolutely, they do. They play it flawlessly, but they literally just stand there and do absolutely nothing. That's just not acceptable to me. It's not. I'm sorry, but I do have a higher expectation. When I see a band like this come out and put on an amazing live show, fantastic live show, without relying on a whole bunch of production. They put on the show themselves. They bring the energy themselves. They bring the stage presence, stage energy, stage interaction, crowd interaction, showmanship themselves. You better believe I'm going to be impressed by that while playing a high level of songwriting and musicianship as they do. And of course, I'm going to give them the score that they deserve. On the flip side, when you have another band, like I mentioned a few of them already, where they just literally go out on stage and stand there. No crowd interaction, no stage interaction, no showmanship, no stage energy. They have stage presence. They look like performers. They're dressed like performers. And that's literally all they've got. I'm sorry. There's just absolutely no way I'm going to give that, the same score that I'm going to give this. There's no comparison. Not even close. So, yeah, like I said, I know I'm more than likely going to lose a lot of viewers to this. I'm going to lose a lot of members to the fan base with this, but I'm okay with it. I'm absolutely prepared for it. So if you guys leave, leave. Just leave. Don't tell me you're going to leave. Don't tell me why you're leaving. I already know why you're leaving. So just leave. Seriously. I'll be okay, I promise. No, but this was a fantastic live performance. This was outstanding. The song was great. It's a great tune. And add to that, a fantastic live show. So yeah, 9.5. I feel justified with that score. I feel great about that score. And that is where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here at a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 9.5, which is an outstanding, amazing, impressive scale rating, 5 out of 5 stars, and an A+ letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.